What were we going about?
Nazis built the pyramids, the aliens started the Holocaust. It's just...
We're talking about serial killers today. They're ghosts.
It's only going to get worse from here.
Right. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome, everybody, to The Calling Couple. I am your host, Gage, along with my beautiful, wonderful, lovely co-host, Sage.
Mm.
I guess that's Sage. I don't know. What is your name today?
We'll go with Sage for now.
Okay. So, you're fucking tired.
I'm exhausted. I am pooped out. I had the best night of my fucking life, or my fucking life last night, y'all. I gotta say fucking because I just got back from a Youngblood concert. Best moment. Yeah, oh my god. It was right there. I got hit in the head with a beer. It was awesome. It was from him. He threw it off the stage. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like you tried to move or dodge out of the way. You were just like...
I actually had my back turned. I was talking to somebody. I was like, oh my god, this is the most awesomest thing ever. And then bam, right in the back of the fucking head.
Well, yeah, that was him seeing that you weren't paying attention to the show.
I kind of slightly might maybe think it was because I was turned around and he like tossed it at me like to be funny or some shit. But when I turned back around, and it was just like, it was empty. So it didn't hurt or anything. But I got splashed with beer and like, I was like, oh my god, that is his backwash. I'm blessed. I'm never washing my hair again.
No, please do.
I will. But the girls in front of us like fought over the beer bottle, and I was like, okay, I'm not that desperate.
Was it a beer cup or a beer bottle?
It was a beer cup. My bad. I'm sorry I said bottle.
You said bottle. Is like
it was not a bottle.
It went from like an innocent like little like ha 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 to like a holy shit a lawsuit.
It was a solo cup. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say. I didn't mean to say bottle. But yeah, it was just an empty solo. Well, it wasn't empty because I got doused. But man, it was fun. I had so much fun. I got some of it on my Instagram.
I'm surprised you're able to hear with being so close to the speakers and stuff.
Oh my gosh, we were so close, man, that the hairs on my arm were vibrating and stuff. I could feel it. Like, you know those little peach fuzzies on your cheeks and stuff? Well, I guess you wouldn't because you have full ass beard.
Yeah, no, my little peach fuzz.
Yeah, the little peach fuzzes on your face and stuff. Like, even those were tingling and moving around. Because I'm like, dang. I've never... Like, I don't even think the other concerts we've been to have experienced that kind of a vibration.
Yeah, we did. When we went to the Upchurch Demon Jones concert.
I don't remember feeling that kind of a vibration.
I do remember that. Especially when Demon Jones came out. His got a lot of bass in his shit.
It was fun, though. Oh, I had so much fun.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you guys had a good time. I mean...
It was a lot of fun. There's a lot more that happened, but I won't make this whole episode about my amazing time that everyone wants to hear about.
If you'd like to hear more about this concert, go ahead and leave us a comment down below to let her know that you wanna be, what is that? Enchanted with the story or
with my wonderful tale of the story of a low life, because that was the theme of the concert.
But no, we're not going to be talking about music today. We're not going to be doing that, which we do need to get into that because we haven't talked about music yet, but we will.
We have some good music taste.
Yeah, today is actually going to be more on the lines of video games. But speaking of video games, I do want to say this. I want to add this into who I think is an underrated actor that isn't getting a lot of his credibility that he should get.
Going based off our last episode.
Yeah, going off of our last episode of Underrated. I'm going to fucking blotch his name really fucking bad.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of hard to pronounce.
Rob Withoff or Wythoff, something like that. He is the main actor in Red Dead Redemption 2 that you play as Arthur Morgan, and honestly, the way he portrayed that game was very compelling. Very, like, I would like to see him in actual movies and see him in more shit, you know? Like, I'm sure he's in quite a bit of stuff. I mean, I don't have his fucking resume pulled up of all the shit that he's done.
You should.
Well, let me
pull it up. Let's see it.
What I got here? Yeah, I mean, it's mainly just Red Dead. He was in 16 Blocks, and which years ago. I mean, his most recent film was 2011, and then he got.
He making that money off of Red Dead, man. He good.
Yeah, he got. Well, he was in Red Dead Redemption as John Marston.
He played John. Well, so who plays John in Red Dead 2?
Well, that was him. Hold on. I think I got the wrong fucking guy here. I think
Oh
I'm on the
my
wrong fucking
God,
dude.
You're on the wrong guy.
I think I'm on John Marston. I wanted Arthur Morgan.
Oh my God.
Who the fuck was Arthur Morgan?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second, guys. We're having technical difficulties.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, no, I was completely wrong on that one. The guy who played John Marston was that actor I just mentioned, which, of course, I like John Marston. He's not bad. I mean, it was okay. I mean, they kind of really drug it out with all the chores and shit you had to do at the end of Red Dead 2, which we will get into here in just a little bit. But
that's where we differ on video games.
The one who played Arthur Morgan was actually Roger Clark. And
oh, look at that. You can definitely pronounce that name.
Yeah, I know, right? But no, I really did enjoy him in Red Dead. Thought he was very, very compelling. Very like the storyline and all that, and the way he did it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun being him and getting to be that character and go through the journey with him. And yeah, he's been in quite a few things, but nothing that like really stands out that I'm just like, oh yeah, okay. I mean, he's not in a lot of shit, but I feel like after his portrayal in Red Dead Redemption, we should have him in some more bigger roles. I think he can actually pull it off.
Did you find anything that he's been in?
Yeah, I mean, he's been in like a couple Law & Order SVUs, some Back for Blood, Bunker, Tactics Org, Reborn, Float. I mean, there's a lot of these that are some titles that I've never even heard of. Thor and Loki, Blood Brothers, shit like that. Like, none that I'm really like seeing that is a very popular kind of thing. Which I'm just like, yeah, you know, I mean, after that, he should really get something else. He should be able to be picked up for something because the game was just masterfully revered, not just for its gameplay, but its storyline, its storytelling, and all that. And he was the main part of the story. So I feel like he should get a little bit more recognition out there. But yeah, like we're going to be talking about video games today, and I just really wanted to give that one a shout out because it's so good. I mean, I played that game 3 times. Right now I'm in the middle of replaying the game and getting close to the end of Arthur's story, but it's still good. It's still one of those just like,
it's
man.
one of my top favorites to watch you play. I'm not really much of a gamer, but I do enjoy watching you play them.
Yeah, you do. You like to sit back and watch me play, and you're not much of a gamer. Even though I've been trying to get you to like at least attempt, like I handed you the controller earlier and you wouldn't give it back. But
actually, I can see if I did start gaming, Red Dead would definitely be the one I would want to start with because I feel like it's a little more slower pace for me to pick it up easier. Yeah,
I mean honestly, the way like I love when I talk to Dad about video games because he's not a gamer at all. His games are Atari, okay? Like, he's like Galactica. And,
he's like, I did it when I was a kid, but I'm not a kid anymore.
Or not Galactica, but Galaga and shit like that. Like, he loved those games. So it's funny because, like, even when he was still living here and I would play video games, he'd be like, damn, graphics are getting crazy, man. They're really picking up on it. And I'm like, dude, that's not just all. Like, they're really going all out with these games. And it's fun because it's almost like you're really starting to go into a different world when you play these games instead of just like how it used to be where you knew you were playing a video game. Like the stories are starting to become very compelling, the graphics are getting way out there, the controls are becoming where you are more into it, so now you really got to be in on it to get this character through. Like the control buttons sometimes get out of hand. Like I have a hard time with it sometimes where I get frustrated with it. But seeing these guys on the PCs or consoles where they're just like click, 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 it's going so rapidly fast with hitting all these controls. I'm like, I can't do that because I'm not really a true blue gamer. I do this for fun, as a hobby, something to pass the time for me.
A lot of them like that it's that complicated though, that they enjoy that they have to learn all of those like memorize those skill buttons and all that kind of stuff to be able to do that.
Oh man, yeah. And see, like I grew up
I'm
with
over
like Tekken, like those fighting games and shit, and
Bloody Roar too.
I just never ever could do the combination buttons, like where they would do all the little cool fucking moves. If I got one, that was just by accident.
Yeah, by
I'm
accident,
like,
just from pushing a million times. Yeah,
but yet, see, like some people are like, yeah, there's a skill to those games, all this, and I'm like, not really. I mean, I just smash a bunch of fucking buttons and hope I win, like. And then if I don't, I fucking throw the controller because I'm pissed that I lost to a fucking 5-year-old. So, yeah, I just never been into one of those fighting games. I like actual good story games. I like those kind of games. The only thing that I'm getting irritated with nowadays is everything has to be on or online, and you have to have other people play with you.
Yeah, I was
fuck that. I don't like you people. I don't want to be playing with you. I want to do my own fucking story.
Yeah, you fucking campers.
Oh God, yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that there are a lot of good gamers out there that are always willing to back you up, but it does bother me that they're trying to go more and more into that. Then I'm just like, stop. Give us back some good story games. Like, let us have some of those, because not everybody has time to get online and build themselves up with other people to get up there to be able to continue on with the game. So, like, good story campaigns are great for people like me who can pick it up, play for a little bit, and be like, okay, set it down, not come back for another 8 months, pick it right back up and keep going. But them online ones, oh hell no, man, I'm screwed. I never would be able to play those because you have to be on it all the time to fucking keep up.
Yeah, you gotta make friends, you know, or campaign buddies and stuff, and it's just like.
Yeah, and all my friends, we're on different schedules, so we don't ever get to play together.
Yeah, so you have to make, like, strictly online for video games friends, and it's just like, who's got time for that? I know, obviously gamers do, but we're just leisure gamers.
Yeah, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with if you are a hardcore gamer. All right, honestly, I think it's pretty cool that you guys go above and beyond doing that, because like video games for you are like books, so you enjoy playing them, you spend a lot of time in them, and that's awesome. But I think the game companies need to take in consideration that not everybody is a hardcore gamer, and that they should be making things for leisure players like myself. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of games out there that have campaigns and stuff, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big gamer, so I don't play all the games that are out there. I have certain games that I play that I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's great. But, I mean, I'm not going out there playing every single game that's ever out there, because, I
don't like playing with other people at all. I don't even like doing it, you know, when you're, like, on your computer and you're playing, like, chess or checkers, and it's, like, another person, like a real, actual other person. I don't even like that. Let me play a robot. I don't care. And, like,
You're like, I don't even like playing rock, paper, scissors with other people.
I don't. I don't know.
I mean, sometimes I beat myself and it's weird. But, you know. No, and I get you, because, I mean, so you never know the kind of person that you're actually getting to play with, whether they're good, they're bad, or if they're just, and not just at the gameplay, just as a person, because sometimes you get those people that are just straight up assholes that...
Yeah, they don't play fair, they've got a bunch of cheats and stuff, and it's just like...
Well, they just ruin the experience for you yourself to actually enjoy it. And that's why I'm just like, no, man, like, let me have that. Let me enjoy what you're offering. And, I mean, there's a lot of games out there, which I do like, that are online is optional. Like GTA, Red Dead, and stuff like that, which is great. I love that. But there are some games that I'm just like... You really got to be...
They made it mandatory.
Yeah, where you got to really be online to get anywhere or do anything. And it's kind of just like, man, fuck that.
And you have to have friends.
Yeah. So a game that we're talking about right there that really fucking disappointed me. And that disappointed me hard. Because if you guys have been following our channel, you realize that we are avid fucking Star Wars fans. We love Star Wars. And I remember back when we first got together, this game was coming out. And now, at this time, the big dominating game of that kind of style was World of Warcraft. And I remember how big people were into that. And they still are, which is fucking...
really cool.
Yeah, it's fucking phenomenal. Here's the dark side story to that, and I can tell you from personal experience. So this is
Oh
going.
God, not this story.
Yeah, this is going to be a dark side story that I have for
gross.
those that play World of Warcraft. So
I know this story.
this isn't a made up story. I shit you not. This is a true story, and South Park really captured that. They nailed it on the head.
That's exactly. Every time you say World of Warcraft, I always think of that.
Oh yeah, of Fat
South Park.
Cartman
Yes!
on the fucking keyboard and shit.
Oh
and just,
man!
But that's how bad these people were. When I was 18,
I think it might have been worse than that because I don't think they did the. Go ahead.
I'll get into it because
I was like, your story is worse than that episode.
Here's the dark side to this. So when I was 18, I got kicked out of my brother's house, and I had to go stay with some friends. Well, they lived in several towns over, almost half the state over. Said, okay. So I packed up my stuff, and I moved out of there. And my buddy's mom, we were staying with his mom and his stepdad, and his mom and stepdad were avid fucking World of Warcraft fans. Like, they were invested. Oh, yeah. And to them, it was all real. All of it was real. Like, they were spending every ounce of their money into this game. The kids were the ones me and the kids were the ones paying all the bills to keep the house going and shit like that. And the house was in fucking shambles. It was bad.
Mm.
And but they were so obsessed with this game. Like, they would never come out. Like, the only time they ever came out was when they had to go to the store to restock. Other than that, if they came out, it was to go to the store or to go take a shit. Other than that, they would piss in bottles. They would not shower. They would not do a damn thing. They were obsessed with this. It was absolutely disgusting. Even me, who had low standards back then, thought, damn, that's fucking disgusting. Like, that's pretty bad. Like, ooh, man. But I ended up moving out of there. But, dude, it was bad. Like, they spent... I remember one night they spent $2,500 on just the game.
God.
Yeah. To upgrade their character, to buy all this stuff. And I'm just like, fucking Jesus. And that was around the time we got income taxes. So they spent all their income tax on the game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was stupid. I was just like, Jesus Christ! Like there's a difference between being obsessed and having fun. And
I mean, if you want to spend that kind of money on leisure stuff, I mean, go for it, man. But like you said, the bills weren't paid. Their house was in shambles. Like, you could have spent some of that on the household, not all on this fake world.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. But so back to where I was going earlier. I just had to share the dark side story because South Park got it right. Was that the game Star Wars: The Old Republic? And it was just like World of Warcraft and all that kind of stuff. And I was fucking excited. The trailers they were dropping for it were badass. Like, so fucking ahead of its time, really, because the animation was fucking on point. But like. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could get into something like that. I could start out and make some friends and do all this and that. And thinking like, oh, yeah, they may have some just campaign stories where I could do it on my own. No, every fucking thing you had to do in that game, you had to have a team with you. And I was like, dude, this is some bullshit. Like, I don't mind that I have to have a team for certain missions and stuff like that. And if I can build a community of friends on this, great.
I don't want to be forced to build a community.
Yeah, I was being forced to do it. I could not move forward in the game until I had people to come help me. And some people, or a lot of people, wouldn't even fucking help me.
Yeah, because a lot of them had already been through that campaign. So they're like, we've moved on past that. We're not doing that anymore. And you're like, but I need to progress. And they're just like, sorry, we've already progressed. You know? And then you'd lose friends and you have to go start over. And then they would, because we only did it leisurely. These people were on it 24/7.
Yeah, and that's what sucked. And that's where I'm just like, guys, please, for the love of God, bring that out onto a console and just make it a campaign to where I can enjoy it too. I can actually sit here and play the game and have a blast.
Stays on PC. Just make it to where, like, you can get, like, isn't there not a bot option, you know?
I wish. I don't know.
I wish there was.
I haven't played it since then.
There wasn't then. But I wonder if there's like a bot option now. Like, you can just get some characters to go with you.
Yeah, and I still got it. I still got the game. I stopped playing it like maybe 3 weeks after it first released because I just couldn't get anybody to help me.
Couldn't go any farther.
And so I stopped playing it, and at the time, our laptop was barely able to run it. I mean, I got the PC now I could try it on, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't really want to make it as more of my life to play that game. Like I don't mind the console games that are just campaign where I can be like, yeah, pick it up, put it down, go ahead, do what I gotta do. So honestly, that's what I'd say, company, is please just bring out the storyline into a game that single player players can play, or even have it as an option to where there's a multiplayer on a console to where I could have my kids play with me, to where they can help me out and do shit like that, where they can come in, but it's not obligated for them to be there. It's one of the side deals. Ooh, speaking of that, going back to Red Dead real quick, you remember the other day when I was like, man, this guy Charles sounds like Bode?
Yeah.
It is Bode.
I figured it was when you said that because you have that kind of ear.
Yeah, and it is. God, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but fucking good, great actor. He played Charles in Red Dead Redemption, and he played Bode in the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Fucking great goddamn actor to really, because even as Charles, he makes you really relate with them, and then as Bode, you really just kind of heartbroken that he does all this stuff and that kind of thing. And I'm not going to ruin it for you guys if you haven't played Jedi Survivor. Please go play it, even though there's so much crap out there that's already kind of ruined it for you.
It's been ruined. I'm sorry.
All in all, Jedi Survivor was way better than Fallen Order, which Fallen Order was good, but Jesus, there were some flaws. And we're going to get into some flaws of games here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm more of like, I got games that I like that are pretty good. Like, I love Star Wars games. Absolutely love them.
Yeah,
I try to play all of them. I do try.
I love all them Star Wars games.
I do, because they're a lot of fun, and they're all damn near unique in their own way of like when you play it. There's different playing styles, there's different stories, different things that you got to do, and it's kind of nice because like I get tired of the same old. Like Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead, they basically have all the same kind of controls, so you can pick them up and keep going.
Can you imagine if they went back and took your old favorite Star Wars games and remastered them to look like the ones nowadays?
Oh man, that'd be fucking great.
Wouldn't that look amazing?
They did update like Jedi Outcast 2 and Jedi Academy. They did.
With Kyle.
Yeah, those.
Yeah, but what do they look like they do now?
Oh man, that'd be great. Actually, I wish they would update all of them, Dark Forces and all that, all the way up to Jedi Academy. Give us the whole fucking Kyle Katarn back, which
they look like blocks. They look
that was fucking revolutionary back then. So don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying. Can you imagine if they looked like they do now?
Yeah, it would be
because
fucking
that's probably
awesome.
One of my favorite storyline of video games, besides of course
Star Killer. Mm-hmm. I'm sending you to rehab for Sam Witwer. I swear to God. But no,
it's Star Killer. It's not Sam Witwer. It's not because it's Sam Witwer. I mean, it is because it's Sam Witwer.
Well, the Force Unleashed games were fucking great. I know a lot of people hated the second one, but I kind of enjoyed it.
I really liked it. I don't know what the hate's for.
Well, the hate's for how short the gameplay or the storyline is, which
in
I
that
get.
Case, yeah.
I get because the first one was really well done. It was a long game. The second one, I could beat it in a day, which kind of sucks.
I'll be honest. I feel that way about the new Jedi games. Like, you finished that so quick.
Yeah, the Jedi Survivor, I beat that in 2 days, and that sucked. But
it was good story. It was good.
Oh, it was a great story.
A lot of fun.
And there's a lot of things you can do in it, which I'm just like, okay, yeah, that was fun. Tedious, but fun. Unlike Red Dead. Red Dead fucking...
Man, we are opposite when it comes to what we like in video games.
What's that?
I like the tedious things. I like the side quests.
I love it. There's just some of them that was just, like, didn't really need to have that or put it there. Or if you did, you needed to put a little bit better hints in there to how to achieve it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said earlier, it was fun.
Fuck with the controllers.
True. And I said that to my kids today because they're just now trying to figure out how to play some of these games that aren't Minecraft, that are...
Yeah, because they're obsessed with Minecraft, which I'm okay with, little gamers.
Yeah. But, like, with Red Dead Redemption, it was one of those that it takes me about 4 days, continuously to really want to play it. 4 days to beat the actual main story. I haven't even gotten to the second half of the game. because you got Arthur that you got to play.
Story, yeah.
And then you get John's afterwards. But Arthur's story alone has taken me, I'm on day 3 of, which is my 3rd time playing the game, but day 3 of trying to get through it, and I still haven't gotten through it.
Well, it's not like you play all day, though.
No,
like
it's not.
You play for a few hours in the morning, maybe a few hours at night, and that's it.
Yeah, but
you do a lot of stuff during the day.
Oh hell, when I first got it, it took me about 5 days to beat the game when I first got it. And that was playing it as much as I fucking could and trying to get in there because it was brand new, whole new fucking story and shit.
That was wake up, play the game, go to bed.
Yeah, and you never left my side on it. You were just as invested with it as I was.
It just entrapped me. It's such a beautiful game. I love it. Now, and I mean that literally beautiful. Like. Mm-hmm. It is such a graphically pleasing game to me.
Yeah.
I can't get over the graphics. I know that's why everyone's just like, man, you really need to try PC games because those are some graphics. I know. I wish. You know? I'd love to get into those PC games. They have to be open world, though. And like we said, I can't have to have other people campaigning with me.
Yeah.
I want... That choked the fuck out of me. It went straight down into my lungs. It says you wanted a puff, didn't you? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You vaped right into my face.
My bad. So, go ahead. You didn't want other people playing with you?
Yeah, I'm real weird about that. I don't want to have to rely on other people to get through something. That's why I like Spore. I like creation mode and all that kind of stuff. I like to be able to make the things I need to finish my campaign.
Yeah.
And everyone, like, I've explained that to some people before, and they're just like, well, have you tried Minecraft? I'm just like, you're literally describing Minecraft. I know I am. If the graphics were visually pleasing, sure, yes, I would probably fucking love Minecraft.
Yeah.
But my biggest selling point for me is visual graphics. And there ain't a single visual graphic in fucking Minecraft.
Yeah, it's all blocky and... I mean,
my kids love it. They can't get over it. They fucking love Minecraft, and I love how they can just like change. I do like the concept. I just wish it was pretty.
Yeah. Well, and that's my thing though. Is like I love these open world games. They're so fucking cool.
And it's almost like that's becoming the norm, which I fucking love.
It is. It is becoming the norm. And
if it's not open world, then nobody wants it.
Like when we had GTA, what was that? GTA Vice City. No, GTA Liberty City. My bad. The number 3. It really fucking opened up the world to open world formats to where you could do that kind of stuff on a console. Like before, you had to get a PC to have something that big, but now that game opens you up to the idea that you can do a lot more with your consoles, which was awesome, and they were great. The GTA games really brought that to life a little bit more. I'm not saying it's the first one because I actually don't know what the first one was, but it really did open up the door for that, and it's awesome.
No, I think it was World of Warcraft was the first one.
Well, that, like I said, that was a PC.
I'm
like
counting
if
PC.
If you need PC games to get that big open world concept, but for consoles, the GTA games were the ones that really brought that out.
I think it really might have been GTA. That was the first console.
I don't know because Need for Speed Underground 2 was very open world fucking.
And that was before the first GTA.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Don't hold us at our word.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you, but I remember playing the first Need for Speed Underground, and it was literally just click a button, get to a race, there you were. Like there was no like driving to it. Unlike Underground 2, which was completely different than its predecessor, which like all the other Need for Speed games were all PC. Like you can get them on consoles and stuff, but they weren't near as good as the PC versions. Then you had Need for Speed Underground 2 that was just like, holy shit, I have to drive to these races, I have to drive to the shops, I have to do all this stuff. I can just drive other NPCs around town that are racing. Damn. It was really cool.
Now that you're saying that, man, I kind of feel like that should have been what you bought for them.
I don't think they would have liked it because honestly, really? I have never actually got to beat Need for Speed Underground 2.
You've never beat the game?
I have never. That's the only one I have not beaten.
What the fuck?
Because there's so much you got to do in that game. You have to do so much in that. And that was on just a little bitty disc back then. Okay?
Is it because you would get bored eventually?
No.
Or is
Some
it
of the races,
so hard?
the races started getting harder and harder the further you progressed.
Well, can you beat the game then?
Yeah, you can. There are tons of people that beat it. That's one that I have yet to buy back and go back and try to beat it. And I need to, because it's on my list. I've got to beat this fucking game. Because it was great. It was so fun. And the visuals for 2000, nice. What was that, 2003 was fucking amazing. I did at one point. And then
I thought you were just playing it the other day. What racing game were you playing the other day?
Oh, that was Need for Speed Payback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's one of the newer ones.
Oh, okay.
But this was back in 2003, so this game was like very fucking revolutionary for its time, and the details, graphics, and all the things that you could do, the customizations, it was just absolutely enthralling of just how cool it was.
I just forgot something. You know what game you're really obsessed with lately?
Star Wars?
No.
Oh. Huh.
You play it. I can hear you playing it in the living room when I'm still asleep.
Oh, my
and then
MLB.
You go to bed playing it.
MLB The Show.
You fucking play that all day.
I do like that one because it's not a stereotypical style game. Because like it actually becomes challenging at every now and then. Like each game's different. Like it's never the same kind of style game. And it's kind of nice.
I can never tell if you're actually enjoying yourself because that one genuinely makes you mad.
It does. It does frustrate me.
Just like,
I love it.
How can you play a game that makes you so mad?
Yeah, because
I don't get that. Explain that to me, gamers out there in the world. Explain to me why you enjoy the game that makes you the most mad.
The reason why it makes me mad is because I know I could do better, and I just made the stupid move, and it's just like, God damn it.
Oh, well, yeah, because that... Oh, is that why you blame the game all the time?
Yep, it's the game's fault. But yeah, no, Underground 2 was very revolutionary. It just, all in all, it was so good. What they really did, which is nice, is that they saved a lot of game space back then, because in the first one, you had a lot of cinematography that was going on for your cutscenes, and it was very cool. It was. But in Underground 2, they actually took away a lot of that and put in, like, more racing, but, like, photo cutscenes. To where you hear somebody talking, Brooke Burke, who was the main person of the game that was your friend, she was fucking hot. But
she was a video game.
No, she's a real person. Brooke Burke is a real person. Goddamn, calm down. But I remember that because I remember seeing her Maxim magazine issue, and damn. And for some of you people that are like, what the hell is Maxim magazine? Well, the older guys, we know. But no, they just basically had her reading the script, and it just show a picture of her and talk like she was talking, but the rest of it went back into the game, which was very nice. And I think that's where we got so far into that to make it better, to where it wasn't like actual cutscene video movies inside this game that they were trying to put in. So it was pretty cool. And then of course when GTA did it, they did it to where they would have their actors and stuff wearing these computer suits to help get their motions and stuff to get them in there. And that's become the new norm now, to where we've had some phenomenal acting and script portrayals in a video game that you'll never see on a big screen because they'll never be able to recapture it. And I'm gonna insert my big toe right there, because Last of Us has been shot for shot damn near identical as the game, and it's been phenomenal. So that's only one out of several video game movie adaptations that I've seen that has been...
that technology is currently a big problem in Hollywood right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because a lot of actors without
talent,
without their like full knowledge, got the body scans and all that kind of stuff to like do that kind of work. And now they're just making movies without the actors being there, so the actors don't get paid, but it looks like them. And it's just all AI movies. It's those, like how video games are.
Mm-hmm.
They're calling it AI.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're making AI movies with bodies lookalikes just on the computer. So like actors are pissed off, and they're writing.
Protesting
right now.
Yeah, I mean...
Or just like, it's not protesting, but when they stop working.
Striking,
yes. Yes. Hollywood is striking right now.
Well, there's a lot of striking, which is funny because a lot of people that are hearing about this stuff right now don't realize that the actors and writers and stuff actually struck only just not even 20 years ago. We're on a strike.
I remember that, yeah.
Like this isn't something
They're
that's like holy shit,
strike.
but and granted, I get it. You guys want to make some good money, but come on, guys. You guys are making a lot more money than what most people are in the world. So just be grateful for what you got, but also make sure the company isn't trying to screw you on other ways and not
like
just your finances.
Maybe don't sign up for that body scan next time.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of feels like that's on you, buddy.
But back to video games, we are having some great fucking storytelling that a lot of people don't hear. Like, I've tricked Dad into that several times of like telling him about the story and all this, and then he's
That's
like, "Holy shit, I want to see that
watching.
movie," and I'm like, "No, it was a video game." What?
Yes.
What? And I'm
That's
like,
why
yeah.
I like those video games so much. The one like Red Dead, GTA, even the Batman ones.
Yeah, the Arkham
The
series.
Arkham series. I love all those because to me it is watching a movie. Because I'm watching you play it. I'm not playing it. So I literally am watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a interactive movie.
Yeah.
That's what video games are these days.
The one that really got you into it, and the reason why you're obsessed with Sam Witwer besides being human, was when we first got together, I was playing Force Unleashed 2, which had a lot of cutscenes. It felt like a movie, so...
That was the same time. I was watching Being Human, and then you were playing Force Unleashed, and I was just like, that really looks like the guy in the show I'm watching. It sounds like him, too. And then I asked you who plays him, and you're like, well, I don't know. I'm just like, I think it might be the guy I'm watching in my show. And you're like, what? And then later on, like a few days later or so, you were watching it, or like you walked into it or something, and you're like, that is him.
Yeah.
And I was just
like, oh shit, that's Starkiller.
I'm like, you're like, that's Starkiller.
Because
and
at the time, I didn't know Sam Witwer's name.
Yeah, no, I didn't either. And so I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I'm gonna look it up because they do look way too close. And you're like, no, that's Starkiller. And I said, so I looked it up, and sure as hell, it was.
But that's actually where you got your interest for Star Wars, because at that time you hadn't even seen it.
Yeah, it was such a good story. I was just like, I really like this.
And that's when I was just like, what? You've never seen Star Wars?
Well, I'm like, well, I've walked into people watching it, I guess, but I've never actually sat down and watched any of the Star Wars. And you're like, any of the Star Wars? I'm like, I think I might have seen one with that stupid fucking alien in it, but I can't quit watching it because he was so dumb. And you're like, man, good girl.
but
you gotta give another chance.
Back to video games, though.
Sorry.
So, no, there are some video games that I'm actually excited for. Of course, GTA 5. GTA 5 has been around for 10, 11 years now, and it's still one of the top played, top bought games ever. It's still, to this day, one of the highest played enough.
I think we've bought that game like 5 times now.
Yeah, for different consoles or different reasons. Like, we just bought it again for the girls so they can play with me online to progress in the stories and stuff.
I'm getting a little irritated with having to buy that game so many times.
I know, right? But no, so we have that one, and like I said, it was so revolutionary. It was very revolutionary to where games still can't compete to it to this day. And Rockstar then was like, hey, we're bringing out Red Dead 2, which just blew the fucking whole market out the water with all the things you can do, the details, the story.
There's still shit we have not done in that game.
Yeah, there's still things that I haven't done in that game to fucking completely finish it.
Did we ever catch the albino crocodile?
No, we still have not caught that, and I still need to.
I want to catch the freaking albino crocodile.
I know. And that's the thing. Like, people, if you have not played this game, you really do need to sit down and just try it. Like, I would say this, give it 3 hours. Play it for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Not straight, but...
I will be honest.
But 3 hours in a time.
It can get boring trying to get through the snow. At the beginning.
It does. It does get very tedious and boring, but once you
as
get
soon
past
as you get
that,
out of the fucking snow, as soon as you get through winter, that game is so fun. Just get through winter and you're good.
Yep, and it's fucking great. And like I said, the details and all the things you can do in that game. There is no off limits. There is nowhere you can't go. And
unless you want to do like the good story role and you want the game to end with the end good.
Well, yeah, and that's something else, is you get to choose how your character goes.
I love that, because that was a very Star Warsy for me.
And it was, because Knights of the Old Republic did that a long time ago, and that's what made that game so fucking cool, is how you can choose how you want your character to go and how you want the game to end.
Yeah, how do you want it to interact with the game. Oh, I fucking love that about Star Wars games.
Yeah. And they do that a lot in a lot of the other Star Wars games, but Knights of the Old Republic was one of the first ones to ever do that.
They don't do it that much of the new ones, though.
No, because Disney is trying to make it to where, like, everybody's good.
Everybody's
it's okay.
good. You want to be good. Everyone wants to be good.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Let's get back to this stay on track here. So
hey, we're talking about video games.
we are, but I had a point I want to get out here. And so we have GTA 5 that's been out for many years, and people have been dying to know when GTA 6 is coming out. And guess what? It's coming out.
It finally
next fucking year. Next year it's coming out. Finally, holy shit, which I think will make it either 11 or 12 years after number 5, which is the longest there's ever been a break in a game sequel.
I mean, like, they were fucking still raking it in with freaking GTA 5, so I understand.
Well, GTA 6 is supposed to be now not only the most expensive game ever made, but the biggest game to ever be created.
Yeah, the biggest map.
Biggest graphics, biggest everything. Mm-hmm. And I'm fucking excited.
It's gonna crash. The internet's gonna crash.
I honestly feel like I hope they have their servers all set up, because the day it releases, the moment it drops, they might.
I'm not even talking about just their server. I'm talking about our local internet.
Oh, yeah.
Every city's internet is going to just fucking crash, because everyone's going to be on at once.
Yeah, everybody across the world is going to be like, done.
Yeah, and I just don't think...
Red Dead had that problem when they first came out.
Yeah,
because everybody was like, holy shit.
It was going so slow because everyone was on.
Mm-hmm. But and that's the thing, though, is Rockstar knows what they're fucking doing, and that's great, because they have been putting out some good quality shit lately. Not everything's a gold nugget, but it's fucking great. So yeah, GTA 6 is going to be fucking phenomenal. Like, there's a lot of things that we're going to get. We're getting a lot of callbacks to the old stuff. We're getting to go back to Vice City, which I'm like, hell yeah, that's going to be fucking great. Vice City was fun. Is that what they did?
Did they put the maps together?
No, they actually created some more stuff. This time... So
it's a whole new map?
Yeah, this time, so in GTA Liberty City, GTA 3, it was like New York, and then we had Vice City, which is like Miami. Mm-hmm. And then we had Grand Theft Auto 4, which was back in New York. Mm-hmm. And then we had GTA 5, which is in LA. This time it's going to be more Florida, more Pensacola, down to Miami, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Plus a little side island that we're going to get into the game as well. But yeah, like they're really adding more and more to where I believe, if it's going to continue like this, that if this game goes over so well, that GTA 7 is actually going to have a map for all of it. All the cities that you can go to. That's
what I was trying to tell you earlier, but I kept getting sidetracked, was I hope the one after this, which will probably be old by the time this actually comes out, I hope the map is just all the cities.
Yeah.
And you know where they're at in the country, right? So you'd have to travel across other maps to get to that other city. Mm-hmm. Because, going from Florida to L.A. to
New York
New York, like you're going to have to travel across something.
I think that it should be an option to where you can request a plane to travel you there instead of trying to drive it.
Yeah. But I'm just saying there's more map options if you wanted to travel it. But I bet if you want to go to the other maps, you're probably going to have to get a plane.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm fucking excited for this. Like, yeah, even if it takes forever for the next one to come out and I have to play it through the pain of arthritis, fuck it, I'll do it. But 5...
You're not peeing in no goddamn bottles, though.
Well, 5 was fucking great. The storyline was awesome. The graphics were there. The things you could do with the game was just awesome. So 6, I'm fucking excited for.
So excited. But not the most excited, right?
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm excited for it. I really am. But there's another open world map game that I am absolutely like, oh yeah.
His nipples are hard when he thinks about
man.
it.
I could cut steel right now. But no, it's just like Red Dead Redemption. It's basically what they did was took all the things about Red Dead Redemption and changed the skin on all of it.
And
to
made it
Star Wars. And it's actually, you're not playing a Jedi, which is great.
Thank fucking God. That has always been my complaint. Why are we always a Jedi?
Well, there have been a few games before where you didn't play a Jedi. Like when you first are introduced to Kyle Katarn, you're not playing Jedi back in Dark Forces. But this one, you are being basically a scavenger, and not a Rey, but like a scoundrel, little trying to do her own fucking thing.
Yeah, with her little shocky electric pet.
Yeah, and it's called Star Wars Outlaws, and I'm actually like all for this, and seeing the gameplay and stuff like that, I'm just like, dude, fucking legit tits, man, like it's awesome. But
I also like I thought it was funny as you were playing Survivor.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking to myself, why is it always a droid as your pet? Why can't we actually have alien pets? And then boom!
I remember you saying that.
You remember that? And then as soon as we saw the commercial, I'm like, they heard me!
Yeah, no.
It's not a fucking droid. It's an actual little alien pet. I love it.
It looks fucking great.
It does. It looks so good. It looks like Red Dead, but Star Wars themed.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
I know,
cool.
And like instead of where you get in your ship and it does a cut scene to get to places, you actually get to fly from the planet
you
out
have to
into
control
space.
your fucking ship. I love it.
Yeah, like you actually get all the control for it, and it looks great. And then of course there's been this whole fucking rumor that Kyle Katarn shows back up in this game, which I'm like, no, it's not him. But it's a good like homage kind of character, but. Somewhere
it says the name of that guy that everyone thinks is Kyle. It's like, dude, there.
Yeah, she literally just said his name.
Yeah, it says his name, and you know how like in the games when they're talking, they do subtitles at the bottom,
mm-hmm.
and it says who's talking's name.
Yeah.
And it says blah blah blah, and then what they're saying.
Well,
it didn't say Kyle.
People are saying that it's a code name that he's using.
Yeah,
and all
he's
that.
like, y'all are
Like,
stretching.
okay,
y'all stretching.
Yeah, all right. But, no, I mean, it would be great to have another Kyle Katarn game. Mm-hmm. I really wish that they would have finished the Jedi Academy, because you never got to finish it. If you chose the dark side, they never got to finish it. They never got to finish the dark side story of Force Unleashed. Like, we never really got to finish those games, and I think that's bullshit. But, you know,
son of a bitch.
Go back to LucasArts, not Lucasfilm, and give us good Star Wars games, because EA, you're fucking not doing the greatest job, guys. Just saying, not enough ponchos. So,
if you don't get that joke, then
yeah, you're not a Star Wars fan. No, I'm kidding. You guys can like your Rey if you want. But where was I going with this? So, with video games that are coming out, man, I'm just really fucking excited for some of these games that are coming out. Some of the games that we've had, some games that I'm just like, these are nostalgic for me. Like went garage sailing and found Frogger on PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
And I found Crash Bandicoot and all that kind of stuff. I was like, fuck yeah, some nostalgic games. Like,
somebody find me
Bloody
Roar 2, The New Breed. That one, not the first one.
I'll have to see what I can do.
Bloody Roar 2, The New Breed. So I can play that booby bitty bat. The Batgirl, and not Batgirl. It is a woman who is a bat. I knew you were gonna fucking do that. It is a woman who is a bat, and she's fucking really can kick ass, but she is such a bimbo. Like her go-to like stance when she's like, what is that? When they're not doing anything, they're just in.
Oh, they're stationary.
Stationary, yeah. Hers is, huh? That's her stationary sound, and she puts her hand up. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh my god! So it's like Vampirella just in a bat form.
Yes, it's fucking hilarious. I love it. My favorite character is the Chameleon though, because you cannot beat them. I've never beat that Chameleon guy. He like turns invisible on the stage, and like, how I can't fight invisible? Oh god damn it!
You know, that's something that I wish that PlayStation would do. Like, I do want to get a PlayStation. I'd love to get a PS5 and some of the other consoles, so I could play some of the games that I used to, and play some of the newer ones. Like, I'd love to play the Spider-Man games, but they're only on PlayStation, which sucks.
Right? I feel bad, but at the end of the school year and stuff, when your kids are writing letters and stuff about like, what do you want to do for the summer? Or, what's your perfect summer? One of our kids wrote on theirs is getting a PS5. And I'm just like, that would be the perfect summer.
Yeah, get a job. But no, I mean, I would love to, because I would love to play the Miles Morales story and all that kind of stuff. But
any of the Spider-Man ones, they are.
I wish
good.
PlayStation would go back and reamp some of their older games. Like, honestly, redo Star Wars: The Phantom Menace that on PlayStation. That was a
Is
lot
it
of fun.
only on
Yeah,
Play-
only on
Oh, that
PlayStation.
sucks.
It was.
There's a Star Wars game I haven't seen you play.
Yeah, I played it when I was younger. When I
Mm.
was like 13, I played it, and it was fun. It was difficult at
I really
times.
liked
but,
that one you went back and bought
um,
with the troopers.
Oh, the Republic Commando. That
That
game
was good.
was fucking lit. If you've never played that game, buy it. It is
Yeah,
so
I watched
fun.
you play that. I was like, where has this game
A
been?
very
This is-
disappointing ending, but all in all,
Yeah.
fun fucking play.
Yeah,
It
the
was
play was really nice. I was like, wow, this is
Um,
a lot of fun. I would want to play this game.
one I would like to have back is the Independence Day PlayStation game they had. Back when they were doing the movie and promoting and all that, they came out with the PlayStation game, and I remember seeing my buddies playing it as a kid, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. Like, I thought the graphics were so fucking ahead of its time, which back then it was. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, dude, this is badass. And so I'm just like, dude, come take some of those games that you had back in the day and revamp them. And can we please get a Nintendo 64 fucking remastered system and shit so we can have some of that? Like, I would love to have a 64 back. Those things were awesome. And I would like to buy one now, but fuck, everybody now is like, oh, I'm on a nostalgia trip. So, yeah, if you want that, that's going to be like $250. Like, fuck you. They weren't even that much back then.
Retro is the theme, man.
Yeah, and that's what sucks is because now that it's the thing, it's a trend, it makes it harder for people who enjoy the actual
Yeah,
shit and not
thrift
just
shops.
to fucking have it.
Thrift shops be making bank nowadays, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love how people are like, yeah, we go to thrift stores and all that because why not? Motherfuckers, I had to go there because that's all I could afford when I was growing up. You motherfuckers.
And now I can't afford it.
I know, right? Fucking goddamn it.
Gotta go to Walmart because I can't afford the thrift shops.
Oh, fucking yes. Well, yeah, you know. Is there anything that you're looking forward to? Like, is there a certain console that you would like to have so you can start playing games and stuff?
Oh man, I want a really, really good PC.
A
Like,
PC.
I want a gaming PC. Like, just, like aesthetically basic bitch fucking, like, the whole setup, with the fancy girly keyboards and the 3 monitors, and I want the whole shebang. That's my dream.
I thought
It's
you were going to
not-
say like a Game Boy Advance or something.
I never played any of the Game Boy stuff.
There were some good ones. Not all of them were fucking like
Like I said,
legit.
I was that weird kid. I was outside pretending I was a fox in a wheat field.
Hey, don't give me that bullshit because I did too, and yet I still played games.
Yeah, that's the thing though, is I didn't. Like, I just wanted to be outside I just wanted to pretend I was an animal.
Well, I also did live in a part of the country where if it rained for like a week or two straight.
That's true. And it never rains around here.
Yeah.
So, like, I could be outside all the time, just playing.
Yeah. No, man. God, there were so many games back in the day that I used to play that, man, were so good. I remember, of course, everybody. If you were anybody, you had fucking GoldenEye on 64, and that was parties, man. That was legit fucking parties. We'd all, like, me and my buddies would go around during the daytime, collecting cans and bottles, cashing them in to get some money to go buy chips, soda, and snacks and shit.
Nice. That's
To go
cute.
over to the house and sit there on
Okay,
a 4 split screen
That actually
multiplayer.
did bring up some memories, but it's not GoldenEye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Left 4 Dead parties.
Oh yeah. I remember all
Having
your
a
sisters doing
bunch
that
of
shit.
fucking friends over and having Left 4 Dead parties. That's what we
Then
did.
they got the dance, and they got me and Dad to do that, and we had
that
to.
video's out there somewhere.
Oh fuck! I thought we got rid of it.
No, someone's got it still. It might be on an old phone, I'm sure, because it was, we're so old. Well, I would think it was before the cloud, wasn't it?
No, Cloud was still.
Okay,
Cloud was just coming out
Then
there.
it's definitely out there still.
Fuck. So.
Gotta go dig up all my old phones now.
Thank God I got rid of a lot of them.
You
Well,
son of a
I
bitch.
don't think it was on your phone. I think it was on your sister.
Whichever one I had that I used at the trailer house right before you got me that real nice one.
Oh, that I think got thrown away a long time ago.
No, it's the blue one. It's still around here somewhere.
No, I don't think so.
Well, it fucking better be. I made sure to pack it up because it's got videos of the kids on it.
Oh, Don't look at me. All right,
I'm looking at you.
All right, so back to we're gonna conclude the video games talk today, but
we got way off subject.
Yeah, we're all over the fucking board today, and it's been kind of fun. I mean, we got to talk a little bit about it. Like I said, I just wish that video games would go back into a lot more of the single player campaign games. There is one game that I still want to fucking play with, but I need my buddy to get on the same work schedule with me so we can fucking do it. And it's a No Way Out. And it's where you, like, if I bought the game, then I download it, and then I invite my friend, and then he can download it to his. Then me and him, we literally have to play together to get through this game. You cannot play it by yourself.
That's stupid. See, I fucking hate that shit.
It's a cool concept because it's only just two people. So whenever you guys can play, you can play. And it's made to be that way. It's not a single player game or an online kind of game to where you have multiple players that you need. It's literally just you and your friend. That's it to get through this game. And so
looks like that's a game we're gonna have to get for Keela, so she can help you out.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I might do that, but it looks a lot of fun. And if you guys have played it, let me know. If there's some games that you've played out there, leave us a comment down below that is just some of your favorite games, or you wish they would come back with, or ones that you're excited to see when they do come out.
Yeah, super excited about that Star Wars one.
Me too.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm pretty really excited about it. I'm like it's freaking Red Dead Star Wars.
But
probably gonna take you a fucking day to beat it too.
No, I hope not, because actually I am loving the fuck out of Red Dead being that way, to where it's taking a lot longer to beat than just a day or two.
Yeah, but the last two Star Wars games were easy to beat, so it makes me think, and with how quickly it's coming out after the last one, makes me think it's gonna be a really short play.
Yeah. Well,
but it's
that's
open
because
concept, so there's gonna be lots of side quests that they're gonna constantly download to it because it's open map.
Well, I mean, like so the Fallen Order and Survivor, those games were short, and they were fun. They were a lot of fun. I mean, the only thing I hated about Fallen Order was that you had to run to everything instead of being able to get on something to make it move a little faster and shit like they did in Survivor, which was nice. But with Battlefront 2, not the OG one. All right, guys, I love the OG one. I played that so you can watch me or check it out for yourself, because I loved it. It was so much fun. But the new one that EA made, the storyline was great. The single player was a lot of fun. It was very confusing because, yet again, Disney fucking telling them what they can and cannot put. So it kind of was like up in the air, but all in all, it was still a fun game. It was a lot of good times. It had a two-parter to where you had when the Empire fell, and then when the First Order showed back up and shit like that. It was good with Iden Versio and the Inferno Squad. A lot of fun. The only thing is, though, it literally took me a day and a half to beat that game. It took me 2 days to beat Fallen Order and Survivor like it was nothing. The Call of Duty Black Ops 3 took me 2 days to beat that. Like, I just get tired of these games that I can beat the campaign in no time.
Yeah,
compared to like the old games that I used to play, like Jedi Outcast and Knights of the Old Republic, where it took me a long time to beat these games. And of course, you can sit here and argue with me on, it was your age back then. Sure, could have been. But even still, when I play those games to this day, it still takes me a while to beat them because there is so much of the story that you got to go through, compared to some of these games that it's like more cinematic than actual.
Yes,
going into it.
Like I don't mind, because I like watching a movie, but it's just becoming movies now. Like there's not a lot of gameplay. It's mostly just a bunch of fucking cutscenes.
Yeah, and I think that's where you guys need to really fucking stop with that and give us more of the gameplay. Give us more challenges, more things. Like Arkham Knight was fucking awesome. I loved it.
It's one with Red Hood, right?
Yeah, and I loved it because it was a good long storyline.
I think that one's my favorite out of all of them.
And there was a lot of puzzles and shit you had to figure out to get to the next story part.
That's the one with Ghost Joker, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Then. Yep. So I mean that's where I'm just like, man, good. Enough of the cutscenes and give us more gameplay. Give
And
us
they were like,
give us
we
more
hear ya.
give us more story and stuff like that. Other than that, man.
Yeah, because you know why it was so good?
Hmm.
It's because it integrated it. There was important talking. There was important dialogue
Hmm.
in the middle of gameplay.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
they didn't cut the scene where you can't do anything and you're watching a movie. You literally had to keep going on mission while the cutscene was happening.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
Alfred or Robin
Yeah,
or
someone's
Barbara
say-
were hitting
yeah.
you up while you're doing
well, someone's saying something important to
it.
you.
Hmm.
I'm just like, that is how you do gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause, you
you're,
know, like-
you're making it more interactive, making you feel like you're more that character than you are.
Watching the character.
Yeah, watching it go through it, and you're just like, okay, and then hope they give you a phenomenal performance where you are that character yourself.
That's why I like that one so much. Is because like people would talk to you like the Ghost Joker
Hmm.
and all that, and they'd be saying like really important things for later on and all that. I'm just like, in a lot of games these days, they totally scene cut you and make you watch this, but you're over here just like trying to break into something while someone's talking to you, and
Hmm.
you got to listen and break into something at the same time.
Yeah.
Like they're like, no, stop everything you're doing and listen to this.
Yeah.
But when it's in gameplay, it's like, oh, you have to actually try to do both at the same time. And I just really like that.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Anyways, wrap it up.
So, yeah, we're going to wrap this one up because I do want to come back with some more video games. I'm going to do some research on some of the games that I played back in the day and see if I can replay them and kind of go through them. And, of course, yeah, there's going to be quite a few Star Wars games.
I
but,
do have a question.
you know,
Speaking of old games, what's that one old game that's a guy with his hands, they just float. They're not attached to his body. And they're big sock'em hands. And like he can throw them really far and they come back to him.
I don't know. I'll have to look that one up.
Okay.
I'll have to look that one up and I'll come back with that. Because
Somebody listening's going to be like, blah, 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 I know
well, if you know it, by all means, leave us a comment down below and let us know. But if you're going to do that, go ahead and leave us a like on our videos. Go back and check out some of the other videos that we have out. And give us a subscribe so you can keep up with all the new ones. But don't forget to give us a share because it helps us out with our channel to stay popular, relevant, or whatever. If you want to continue having them pop up on your feed so you can be caught up. And go ahead and hit that bell. Make sure that you're getting the notifications when we do drop new ones. Other than that, this has been fun talking about video games, kind of reminiscing on some of the shit. And I know we kind of stuck on like Red Dead and all that kind of stuff. So next time when we bring this up, we're going to dive in more of individual games and where we would compare them and see how if they still hold up or if they can improve or if they were just total trash. But yeah, this one's been pretty good. So other than that, if you're out there playing video games, man, enjoy the shit out of it. And if you're being a troll on the internet or online games and stuff like that, go ahead and just make sure that you are leaving your address for people to be able to come find you, smash your consoles, and cut your internet lines and shit like that.
It's not hard to find people's IP addresses these days, man.
It's really not. So I don't understand why people are trolling because so many people out in this world that you would never think is a hacker and they can fucking track you down. So just try to show some love, be supportive in the games, and just remember that the games are there for you to enjoy along with other people. So try to make their experiences just as fun for you as you'd want them to do back at you, you know? But just be out there, click it up, controller happy, and take it easy on the joysticks. And I said what I said.
Good God.